Hello and welcome back to another edition of rewriting copy on the internet that maybe isn't as good as it could be, and giving it a bit of a facelift and learning something along the way. Today, we are going to be focused on a B2B sales page for a content marketing agency. Now, this is a friend of Grow Class. She's part of our membership called Gather, and she offered up her content for us to learn something from today. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to rewrite a sales page to hopefully help our friend Maria get some more clients. This is the case study. It's a content marketing agency focused on helping technical B2B brands produce excellent content. This is just a little bit of copy from their main page. This is all the copy you can see when you first land. Make better content, content marketing services for busy technical brands. Now, there's not a lot of copy here, right? There's not a lot to work with, but let's give it a little bit of a diagnostic. So make better content with a period feels like a directive versus a painkiller message or an explanation of what the brand does. So that's one thing that we're going to edit for them. We want people to land on your website and immediately say, oh, they understand my problem and they know how to help me. Make better content doesn't necessarily answer either of those questions. So we'll get into how to do that. Now we have content marketing services for busy technical brands. This is actually not a bad answer to what do you do and who do you do it for? What do you do and who is your service for? Couple things. This is an title case. It makes it feel very formal, and we are not getting any specific benefits. So we've got make better content and then content marketing services. That's not really telling me what it's going to do for me as a founder or as a director. So let's rewrite it. Content marketing that gets your technical business real sales. Now, Maria told me that they are hyper-focused on technical businesses. So we are going to make sure to include that niche so people can self-select out. You need quality expert content to help customers find you, understand your value, and buy from you. That's what we do best. Let's talk. Now, why do I think this might convert a little bit better for Maria? First, it focuses on the customer's desire and the outcomes you're going to generate for them. So what are founders worried about, or what are usually high-level marketing professionals measured on? We're measured on revenue and sales. So if you want to connect your business to the outcomes people are looking for, you always want to connect it to the thing that they're most interested in driving. And in this case, that's revenue and sales. You need quality expert content to help your customers find you, understand your value, and buy from you. This is the brand benefit, right? One of the things that Maria says their brand benefit is quality over quantity content. So we're going to add that in directly into this descriptor copy, and again, connect it back to that customer's needs. Find you, so content for SEO, for discoverability, for thought leadership, which is something that a lot of people want from content. Understand your value, again, connecting that back to technical businesses. A lot of the time, what they're struggling with is people understanding what their value is and what their product does. And then buy from you, connecting it back to that need of I need to get customers, I need to get sales. That's what marketing is for. Now we're going to do a very conversational human call to action. This is something that I would recommend A/B testing. And what I would recommend this call to action takes you to is a very, very short form. A lot of the time, what people want to do is have them book a call right away. Usually people aren't warmed up enough for that. So what we want to do is collect their information so we can put them into a nurture funnel and then be able to proactively reach out to book that call and take on that complexity as the agency instead of trying to hand that over to your customer right at your first meeting. It's too much. It's asking for dinner and a movie instead of a coffee for the first date. We're going to ask for the coffee, okay? So one thing I want to note here that we did is we put a little bit of micro copy under that call to action that tells you what's going to happen next. If I say, let's talk, and you're expecting something other than a form, that's going to be a crappy user experience for you. So we're going to tell you what's going to happen and take away any of the risk that you experience to pressing that button. So we'll ask you for a bit of info so we can get in touch. We're going to take on the burden of contacting you. All we need from you is a little bit of info. So let's get into the lessons. How did we make these changes? First, focus on killing the pain. What are decision makers focused on? Revenue, sales, customer growth. Put that front and center in that headline copy. We're using second person narration, speaking directly to the buyer using you language, so it feels like a natural one-to-one conversation. Then we're bringing in that brand promise. So they focus on quality content. We're putting that right in the descriptor copy. We're niching down. There's a specific target that this agency is focused on, B2B technical brands. We put that right in that descriptor copy so that people can self-select out. If this isn't for them, they can leave. And that niche has really helped this business grow. So we want to keep that front and center. And then we've got the conversational call to action, casual, but also has details on what's going to happen when you press that button so that it takes away the risk of, I don't know what's going to happen next, so I'm just going to come back to it later. I'm just going to come back to it later is a huge risk for your business. So when you are writing your copy, I always want you to think, what are all of the reasons why someone might not press my call to action? How can I mitigate that risk for them? Tell them what's going to happen next, keep it conversational, make sure that the commitment level of what you're asking from them is at the right point for the stage of the funnel they're in. Again, this is the header copy for this website. It's possible they just happened upon it through a Google search or someone sent it to them. We don't want to immediately be saying book a call because that is a huge amount of commitment to ask for someone to ask of someone that you should probably just ask out for coffee. You might spook them by asking for dinner and a movie. So we're just going to ask for coffee. Okay. All right. Please go and use these tips on your own website. If you're a freelancer or an agency or a consultancy, this is going to really help you connect your value to your customers' needs and help book more calls so you can generate more leads. If this was helpful, please share it. And please feel free to comment and let me know what you would change, what would you do differently, and what you found that works. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.